everybody, and welcome to Storm Reads. And today I'm going to be talking about my January TBR. I am getting this up a little bit late, and I apologize for that. But I tell you what, December just got away from me, and I had so many videos that I was trying uh, to record and get up and everything, and I'm still behind. So you will probably be seeing quite a few videos in the next few days as I try to catch up with my list of books that, or my list of videos that I wanted to have done in December, but I didn't get them done. Anyway, that's just a lot for you to watch, I guess. So I'm participating in 2 readathons, and the first one is the Mary Poppins Readathon, hosted by Lee from Dark Roots Creations. I'll put the picture here of her bingo board because it is so cute. She did such a good job with that one. And I'm going to make one mini bingo, and I'm going to do the bottom row. And that was Bert, and it was to read a book that has an artistic character in it. So for that, I'm going to do Dyed in the Wool by Peggy Earhart. It's the second book in the Knit and Nimble series. And this one features knitters. And to me, knitting is very artistic. And so that's why I'm going to use that one. Then the other one is Time Frame, and it's the Edwardian era, because I guess that's when Mary Poppins came out. And so I'm going to read Snobbery with Violence by M.C. Beaton. I have no clue what it's about, but looking up Edwardian mysteries, and that's one that I came across, and I could get an audiobook for it, and so I thought I'd give it a try. Then the next one is adaptation, and it was to read Mary Poppins. And so that is what I did. I've already done this. I read this on the first day of January because I listened to the audiobook, and the audiobook was only like, I think under 4 hours, so it wasn't really hard to finish in a day. This is my really old edition. This is from 1964, so I thought I would show it off because it's really cool. It's got like these really cool pictures in the back, and it has a really interesting picture here. It's got one really cool colored picture to be really careful. But there's that. That's really cool. And it has some other illustrations throughout it. I will mention, since I've already read this, that I think the movie is better than the book. But it was still okay. That was actually a reread for me because I had read Mary Poppins a long time ago, but it had been a while and I kind of forgot all about it. So the next readathon is a New Beginnings readathon, and it was hosted by Zach and Casey from the Book and Bobs. And this one is a team readathon, so they drew names. You signed up for it, and then they drew names, and then whoever drew your name, that's what team you were on. And so I am on Team Casey. Go Team Casey. And so there are 9 prompts, and you get a certain amount of points for each prompt, and you can do the prompts more than once to get more points, but you can't double up on any of the books. You can't use the book for like 2 prompts. You have to decide which prompt you're wanting to use it on. So one of them is to buddy read with somebody you haven't before. You get 5 points for that. So we're going to be reading Class Reunions Are Murder by Libby Klein. I'm going to be reading that with Casey and a few others. I can't remember exactly who all is going to be buddy reading that with me, but there are some that have never read a cozy mystery before, and they thought they would go ahead and give one a go. So we're going to do that one. I've heard a lot about the Poppy McAllister series. It's one of Tiffany's from the Beach Bum Bookworm's favorites, and so I'm excited to give it a try. Then the second one is to read a new release, and you get 1 point for reading the new release. And so I'm going to be reading An Impossible Imposter by Deanna Rayborn, and this is book number 7 in the Veronica Speedwell series. I didn't need to know anything about it except for it's Veronica Speedwell, because that's my favorite series. So I cannot wait. I'm buddy reading this one with my friend Barb, and I can't wait to get to it. Prompt number 3 is to read a book from a new to you series. And so I'm going to be buddy reading this series with my friend Sherry from the Killing Time with Cozy's book club on Discord. And we're going to read Keeper of the Lost City by Shannon Messenger. And that is the title of the series as well as the title of the first book in the series. And I'm really curious about this series because I have seen where some people absolutely love the series and then some people didn't like the series. So I'm kind of curious to see where I'm going to fall. Hopefully I'm going to like this series because me and Sherry are going to buddy read the whole series this year. So hopefully. And then the next one is to read a book that was a holiday gift from someone or yourself. And so for that one, I'm going to read Burn for Me by Iona Andrews. I really like this author. I really like the Kate Daniels series and the spin-offs from that. And I've been wanting to try another series of hers. And I got this from one of my Secret Santas. And so I've decided to do this. And I asked my friend Barb if she wanted to read it with me because we both like the author. And she said yes. So here's another buddy read. And I have absolutely no idea what it's about except for it's Iona Andrews and I want to read it. So then the next prompt is to successfully read 2022 pages. You get 5 points for that. And I think that is pretty doable for me because you will see later on with one of my buddy reads that I am reading a pretty lengthy novel. Then another one is to read a book you anticipated but you didn't read in 2021. And 1 point for that. And so Strangeville School is Totally Normal by Darcy Miller. This one came out in December from Random House, and it was one of the e-arcs that I had that I just didn't get to, and I'm wanting to get to that one. Currently reading that one right now, actually, and it's kind of cute. Then the next one is to, your team reads at least 22 books. You get 5 points for that. I totally believe we'll be over that by the end of the month. There's a lot of people on each team, so I think we can do that one. Then the next one is to read a book from a genre that you've never read before. Okay, so I'm going to consider this one that not that I've never read from it, but something that I've just not read in probably years and years and years and years and years. Which is nonfiction, because I just don't read nonfiction. And so I decided that I'm going to attempt, we'll see how it goes, 1776 by David McCullough. I do like books based on like Revolutionary War and things like that, so I'm just kind of curious about it to see if I would like it. It's not as thick as I thought it was going to be. I think it's only 300 and some pages. I thought it was going to be a lot heftier than that, so I'm glad it's not. And I do have the audiobook for it, so that will help. I still need to go to the library and see if I can find an actual copy, because I would like to kind of follow along with it. But the library's closed right now, so I couldn't get it, because I have to wait until Monday. And this is going to hopefully be going up on Sunday, so whenever I'm actually reading it, hopefully I'll have a copy to hold up. Then the next, that's 5 points to do that one. I probably forgot to say points off of half of these. Then the last one is to read a book by an author you never read before, and that was 2 points. And another buddy read that I'm doing with my friend Sherry is we're going to read this whole series. We're going to do one a month since there's 12, and that's How to Train Your Dragon by Cressida Cowell. I probably am not saying that right. And I really like the cartoon show, and so I'm really curious to see what the books are like. And we both really love middle grade, so we wanted to give this one a go. And it is the first book in the How to Train Your Dragon series, and it's called How to Train Your Dragon. So, yeah, there's that. I think I'm beginning to figure out that I shouldn't do videos whenever I'm super tired, because this is rough. I apologize. So the next book that I am buddy reading is The Count of Monte Cristo by Alexandra Dumas. This is where I said I was reading a hefty book, so I'd probably be able to get all my pages read for the month for that readathon. And this isn't for any readathon. This is just a buddy read that I'm doing in my own Discord. So if you would like to join along, you can join my Discord. It's linked below. And there's a group of us from Killing Time with Cozies, as well as anybody who joined my Discord that wanted to read it. And so I've always wanted to read this one. I know a lot of people really enjoy it. So I'm hoping I'm going to be in the league of everybody else that enjoys it. I know it's kind of a revenge story, but that's pretty much all I know. And I watched the movie a long time ago. Another buddy read I'm doing with my friend Barb is Blindsided by Karen Slaughter. And I love Karen Slaughter, and I've always wanted to read her series. I actually have read this one a few years ago, and I really enjoyed it, and I thought my friend Barb would like it, and I was right, because she's already almost like halfway through it or finished, and it's only the second day in January. Goodness, she's way ahead of me. So yeah, but this is about Grant County and the coroner. Is it? Yeah, coroner Sarah Linton, and it's a really bad murder. There's a rape murder thing that's going on, and I think it's like a serial rapist. And her ex-husband is like is it the sheriff or police chief? So police chief is her ex-husband, and so it's kind of interesting that she has to work with him on that. And she's not just she is actually the small town pediatrician and coroner. So I mean, that's like two total opposites. So it's kind of interesting. And so I'm glad to be getting started on this. And we are going to buddy read the whole series this year. Then a couple other books that I would like to do are Murder in Chelsea and Murder in Murray Hill by Victoria Thompson. They are the next two books in the Gaslight series that I need to read. I listened to them on audiobook, and so I can't wait to get to them. I just know that they're about Sarah Brandt and Frank Malloy, and it's one of my favorite historical cozy mystery series, and I can't wait to read more of those. And that also will be the start of reading books on my new Serious About Series list that I have. But that's not everything. There are some review books that I would like to get to. The Appeal by Janice Howlett. It comes out, I believe, January 25th from Atria Books, and I would like to get to that one. I think it's kind of like maybe a courtroom thriller of some sort, or legal thriller. I can't remember. It's been a while since I looked at it. I just know that I want to get to it. Like I said, I don't know what half of these books are about. I just know they're on my radar. And the Overnight Guest by Heather Goodenkoff. I probably butchered that. It comes out January 4th from Parker Row, so I'm already behind on that. But I read a book by her before, and I can't remember exactly what it was called. I can't remember, but I enjoyed it. It's a thriller, and so I thought I would give another one of her thrillers a try and see what I think about it. And then The School for Whatnots by Margaret Peterson Haddix. It comes out March 1st from Catherine Teagan Books. And I really like that author. I've read a few books from her, and so this one sounded like really fun, and I like her middle grade books, so I'll get that done. And then Cameron Battles and the Hidden Kingdom by Jamar J. Perry, and it comes out February 1st from Bloomsbury. And I think this is a debut, I believe, and I know it's about African mythology, I believe, and it's a middle grade, and it sounds cute, and the cover's really pretty, and so yeah, I want to get that one done. And so lots and lots of books, and we'll see how far I deviate off of my TBR, because I am a mood reader. I do have these set bunch of books that I would like to try, but if you watched my December wrap up, you'll find out that I read most of the books and then I deviate off of that and read other books as well. It's kind of how it happens. And yeah, so have you heard of any of these books? Do any of them sound interesting just by looking at the cover? Because I know I didn't tell you a whole lot about any of them. If so, leave me a comment down below, and hopefully the next time I make a video I'm going to be like a little bit more awake and maybe not so rambly, and I don't know, but yeah, sorry about that. And so I hope you like this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.